morning, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Focus AM45. We're back to your screen, and if you can see from my face, I'm already very excited this morning because this is the first Thursday in the month of October, and October is a very special month for me, so I am really excited about this month. I look forward to the good things that October will be bringing us this year. All right, so moving on, this is Focus AM45, and as you know, we are here every Thursday mornings to inspire you, to discuss, to give information where necessary, educate and all that. So we are back again today, and today is a special day. If you check your calendar, it's very special. You know why? Because today is World Teachers Day. Yes, so today we'll be celebrating all our teachers worldwide. I don't know, but I can remember when I was younger in primary school, we had this debate, and the topic was, are teachers better than doctors? In my opinion, teachers are king makers. Teachers are who make us who we are today. If they didn't teach us, we won't have doctors. If they didn't teach us, we won't have the big lawyers and journalists that we have everywhere. So shout out to all our teachers out there. We love you and we appreciate your good work. You are doing great. So I'm really happy, and I'm saying hi to all the teachers out there. All right, so in today's program, we are going to be having Samuel Lucen. He'll be here in a bit to inspire us and to motivate us. We need that motivation this new month, you know, so you don't give up. Keep pushing, keep moving higher. I like when he does that. And then we are going to be having the press today. Bright Solutions and his gang will be here, and they're going to be analyzing the papers this morning. And right after that, there will be an interview on the State of the Nation segment on how to access pension fund. So we are going to be having a guest this morning who will be telling us how to access pension funds for those who don't know how to. So these and many more will be coming to your screen this morning. Please do not go anywhere. Stay close. We'll be back right after this break. My name is Esther Nkwekot. Thank you.
Good morning. It's another opportunity to be here on a Thursday morning to inspire and to motivate you. I believe you still remember our philosophy that irrespective of what we know, there are still mountains of knowledge to climb. Today it's another Thursday morning, the first Thursday in the month of October, and I'm here to incite you with words that will sure take you to the next level of life. I've always been on a topic for the past few weeks, the topic leadership. Today happened to be a World Teachers Day, and we can't be talking about leadership without first celebrating the teachers, because they are the ones that actually groom men and women for them to assume the place of leadership. So I want to celebrate all the teachers out there for their job well done, the ones that are alive and the ones that are not yet alive, but they have given us men and women who in one way or the other have molded our lives and the lives of our leaders. and today we can have great leaders around the world. All right, I will be talking on what I tagged effective leadership. Effective leadership. Let me start by saying that the problem of man generally is that of wrong definition. Wrong definition. And that's why in every aspect of human endeavor, we have men and women who, in the place of leadership, are actually lacking what they should know about what leadership actually means. And as such, we have so many problems. Let me start by saying that in every aspect, I said already that we have people who have wrong definition about the aspect of life called leadership. The same way in the academics, wrong reasons for going to school, wrong reasons for getting married, and that's why problems here and there. The same thing in leadership, wrong reasons for assuming the place of leadership. I've always said that leadership is not occupying a seat as it were, but accomplishing a feat. That assuming a position is not what is tame leadership. In my philosophy, I will always say that the problem of our country is not that we lack great leaders, but that of citizens given to high level of indiscipline, because leaders we voted from the citizenry. Therefore, if you have a citizen who is not well groomed, assuming the place of leadership, definitely that position will expose him to high profile corruption. And I will always say this, that the crown cannot change the mentality of a king. So if you are not well groomed as a person, by the time you assume leadership position, you'll be exposed to high profile of the negativity you have been in. And as such, I will say that's a wrong definition. Somebody going into a place of leadership and all the person does is to steal. Somebody going into the place of leadership and all the person does is to be a bully. Somebody going into a place of leadership and all the person is actually doing is to be the boss. Leadership has to begin from servanthood. That's why I talk about wrong definition. Once you understand the right definition of anything, then it's very easy. Imagine a student who understands the right definition of being a student. Then there is always we are bound to have a student that will go to school and go to school for going to school, because somebody can actually be in school but doesn't attend a class. That person doesn't understand the essence of being in school. Somebody can be in a marriage but the wrong definition of being married. That's why you see the husband going after the housemate and the housemaid going after the husband driver, because there is a lack of definition in every aspect of life. Once you lack the definition of why you are doing something or why you are at it, then there is always bound to be a negative outcome. So today, like I said, talking about leadership, the purpose of leadership. And I will say this, that once purpose is missed, life becomes frustrating. Once you miss the purpose of leadership, there can be no fulfillment as a leader. And that's why somebody can look back and say, no, he spent 4 years, he spent 8 years in his tenure as the director in this office. We were actually struggling because that person did not understand why he was there at that time. You are in the office and somebody's there in the receptionist for the past 6 hours waiting to see you, and you are ignoring them. You are maybe pressing your phone, reading newspaper while people are actually hanging around to see you. Then it means you don't understand why you are a leader. And like I said, for you to be an effective leader, you must first understand what I call the right definition of leadership. Let's look at the few things we should expect from a leader. Now, talking about leadership, I've always said that there are so many things that can point us to who is a leader. We have established over time that a leader must have influence. This is very instructive. A leader must be able to manage the momentum of his organization. A leader must be able to sacrifice. Talking about servanthood, you have to be service people and you must be servicing them. That is to point you to the fact that you understand why you are leading. A leader must be humble. I've always said is that life is not looking for the wise man for the throne, but the humble man to enthrone. Life is looking not for the wise man for the throne, but the humble man to enthrone. So as a leader, you just have to be humble. What other thing? You must understand the place of legacy. You can't be leading without a successor. You can't be leading without something to point at the end of your tenure. That is to say, you have left a legacy. Now, for you to do this simply means that you are effective as a leader. And one thing you have to understand, the following functions of a leader. Number one, you must be able to communicate your vision clearly. This is very important. As a leader, people are following you. They must truly know where you are going to, and you are actually going there. You can't be telling people, I'm going to, let's say you are going to Lagos and you are heading towards Oron. That shows that you are not communicating clear vision. And even if you had said it, but you see, leadership is not talking the talk, but it has to be walking the talk. As a leader, you are not just being a master of manipulation. You must be a source of inspiration. That shows that you are a leader that understands what you are doing. Number two, you must create better work environment. Why do you as a boss enter the office and there is tension everywhere? Because you came in. That shows that you are not leading aright. Creating a better work environment. Your presence should exude excitement, not fear. You are not to be an oppressor as a leader. Hence, by the time the boss is in the office, everybody should be happy because he's here. Everybody should be able to adjust, not in fear, but to understand that this is a man of vision, and this is a man that wants what so and so to be achieved in this establishment. The next thing you have to do as an effective leader is to improve productivity. Come on, you assume a place of leadership and everybody was in unison. Things were going on fine. By the time you assume that leadership position, things scatter under your watch. That shows you are not effective. You have to improve productivity. When you assume that place, yes, it was at 100, but at your assumption, it should grow into 200, 300. There should be this significant increase because you are the one leading the way. That tells and that explains that you are actually effective as a leader. The next one is increase efficiency. Yes, by the time you assume the position of leadership, then there has to be improve efficiency, increase efficiency. Yes, they were at a point, like I said, but at your assumption, they must project to the next level. The next one is decrease mistakes. The place of leadership says you must be able to find a fault. You must be preemptive. You must see where there should be a problem, and before you get there, you've already solved that problem. As such, you have been able to nip the problem at the bud. That actually shows that you are a leader. And like I said, a leader must point out pending mistakes, and you must be able to correct it before time. A wise man said that a niche on time save 9. And as a leader, you must understand the place of being proactive, the place of being preemptive, because you just have to decrease mistakes under your tenure. The next one, motivated employee. People working under you just have to be motivated. You know, you have different people from different background, different race working under you. You must be able to bring them together. I've said here before that as a leader, when you are speaking to 50 people, you must not speak to all of them. You can't just be speaking to 50. You must know them individually. You can't speak to 50. You are speaking to 50, but one person at a time. You understand this person, you understand the emotional makeup, you understand the baggage, you understand the family background, the happenings. You call them by name. As such, they are connected to you. Talking about the law of connectivity, people will give their best when they know that you have their interest at heart. motivation. As a leader, you must be a motivator, being able to motivate people that are under you. And the next one is set good example. This is very important. We have leaders in leadership position who, when they speak, you think that their brain is somewhere around their anus, because they are not setting good example. I said over time that leadership is not being a master of manipulation, but you just have to be a leader who inspire. And I've always said this again, that leadership is not talking the talk, but is walking the talk. Leadership is not occupying a place, but setting the pace. As a leader, you are a man, you are a woman who is not just occupying a place, but you are setting the pace. It is not in the titles we bear, but in the value we add. As a leader, forget about titles. I said earlier that life is not looking for the wise man for the throne, but the humble man to enthrone. Therefore, irrespective of your title, you must be adding value per time. That tells and that explains that you are effective as a leader. And let me stop at this point to talk to you another Thursday morning on Focus AM 45. Just like today, we have other lineup of programs which I believe you will enjoy if you stay back till 11 o'clock. I believe you still remember these are philosophy, that irrespective of what you know, there are still mountains of knowledge to climb. We need a fresh set of ideas to live our life. So you just have to stay back and gather some more information that will add value to your life. I remain Sam Inspiration. Thank you and God bless you.